Hi YouTube, it's me Pretty Plus, and I'm coming to do a video response to Test Angel 21's Life After SIDS. Has it gotten easier? Hi Jordan. I watched your video today, and I just wanted to come talk about it. My son's birthday is coming up. He would have been 4 on March 15th, and his Angel Day is April 25th. So I have really 2 days back to back, which is sort of the same thing you have going on. So I can only speak for me. As far as it getting easier, I don't think it ever gets easier. I just think, we learn to, as the years go by, you learn to live with it. So you're coping with the loss of your child better as the years go by. I can't say it gets easier. I can say, a lot of times I do still find myself angry. I do still find myself asking why my family had to be the family minus one. Um, I don't think it ever gets easier. I just think you learn to live with it. This weekend, we actually went to go see a friend of ours' son. And it was like, I don't know, it was kind of weird because he is the first boy that I've held since Curtis. And actually, I went in saying I'm not going to hold him. And my husband made me do it. He picked him up and then he was like, here. And, even though it was hard, I'm glad I did it. I think each year you're always going to have that anxiety because you're always going to think about, the birthday party that you're not planning or the graduation that you're not going to go to. So, I don't think it gets easier. I just think you learn to live with it. You know, like you said, there's nothing that's going to bring them back. There's not going to be anything that can replace it. You can have as many children as you want, and you're still going to be missing that one that's not there. And it sucks. But I hope and pray that they find the answer, because there are so many of us that are going through this. And this is not something that you would wish on your worst enemy. To have to live like we have to live. But those are just my thoughts, my feelings on the situation. Forgive me for crying, but you know what it is. Yeah, so I just wanted to do a video response and to say you're not alone. And I understand where you're coming from. And I always say, they always say God will never put more on you than you can bear. And like you said, you just wish he didn't trust you so much to have to deal with this. But those are just my thoughts. All right? Be blessed. All right?